chance? Sure. I think that's the good thing about Dota. Everyone has a chance. Like, what if somehow paiN gets off to an amazing start? Like, they somehow win 2 lanes? They could just, I mean, they beat EG with 13 minutes, I believe, at Hamburg with one of their Visage drafts. I doubt they will with the Tinker, but, you know, I'm trying to hype them up here.
We'll have to see if their unique lineup is going to be able to kind of throw a wrench into the potential plan of what J.Storm have going, but it really is hard to refute their just standard, classic, you know, really strong lineup here.
Middle lane, so I was trying to he was trying to do his permanent spin thing while dropping items and fake attack. He plays himself, especially if you're below 3k. If you're below 3k, just get Spider, get Broods, just run at people with a medallion. You're going to win more than half your game.
See if that's what they're going to get going here. Little skirmish potentially here at the bottom. See Milan swinging it out with Misery. Weehaw joins. Start peppering him back.
The only interesting thing, so it is going to be the off lane of Dakota.
Yeah, you take it in, Grant.
All right.
2 bounties apiece right there as the lane do develop. Zeus Tiny duo here for the bottom lane setup. And there's potential for kills on either side, really. Lots of bursting potential, though, on J.Storm's bottom lane.
Thinking analogy of Zeus, you know, if you scroll over his Arc Lightning, the nerf it got, where it's just 80 mana cost every level, actually really hurts him in the laning phase. He only brought 1 clarity, right? It's already canceled.
Got 3 mangoes.
He does, but man, that, like, he's already just spamming a lightning bolt. He looked for rewards earlier. He's gonna run out of mana quickly, and this could be a
potential against a lot of the heroes on paiN.
Yeah, the Zeus actually, he went out of lane to block the big camp, because you don't want Elder Titan stacking that camp, getting it. If he gets a ton of damage from those neutrals, it could be curtains.
See Moo top with that Metamorph already out. Harassment on. We're going to shove him back. Nice little fire blast right here. Grant, your favorite hero, Ogre, of course.
Oh yeah, that hero. I mean, look at him. He's level 1 with 8 armor. He bought a stout shield and 1 set of tangos and bought the rest. Like, this hero, 8 armor at level 1 is so ridiculous. I mean, then again, Terrablaze laning with someone who has 12 armor, so he actually does yoga.
Really?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Is there actually comics? I think there was, right? There was. I remember the Axe one. There's an Axe one too.
The PA Oracle thing. And try to get the XP burst a bit, but yeah.
Natural order first or second. Sorry, an ET doesn't even go to Stomp. I know they need more lane domination, but Stomp and that's a pretty good skill. I'm just intrigued because I agree. I think J.Storm way out drafted paiN, but obviously paiN's not just gonna pick to lose a game like they have a strategy with this. I'm curious to see when it comes together. I think it's Visage hits 6, Tinker gets bots. Maybe you make a lot of plays. That's all I can really see.
Toss forward. Weehaw in a lot of trouble, and he does get finished. That was first blood, even though I guess not technically since both of them participated in it.
Milan?
Throwback.
Oh, the mango's leaving the lane, and guess what spawned at 4 minutes? A regen rune for your offlane Zeus. Probably the best rune you're going to get there.
Yep. Let's see if he can get off as much nukes as possible without losing the regen.
Graveskeeper Cloak. Not going to do too much here. And if you see Bryle already between the tier 1 and tier 2. This is normally what you want to do. Force the Tinker to last one in a tower. You're going to take a ton of damage there. And oh, Bryle. He TP'd on.
King RD top lane, a bit of trouble also. Moo and Ogre surround him, and they will get the finish. Weaver tries to step in. Looks he can get a cleanup here onto Moo. Would be a nice little trade. Pops up the reflection and runs on out. It's March stepping in with the fire blast to stop him in his tracks.
Flattered. Not glad. It's just smart by Jay. Whoa, March is just gonna run in.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah. Is he dead? Oh, the stun used already.
Damage, but
I was gonna say, Nature's Prophet getting banned out in the first phase. I think it's so smart versus paiN. HFN has been playing it
Misery mid lane.
Well, yeah,
gonna get surrounded. Yep, March walks right through the lane. Doesn't care about the creeps. Just joins Bryle in arms, and they just take apart Misery.
What is? Like, he knew March was there. March just, like, almost killed the Tinker, right? And he just kind of stuck around. Visage is level 5 at 6. He is getting levels. This is actually pretty good. But now he's getting doubles.
Oh my god.
I lied. It's
let's not try to get Visage too high up right now, Grant. He's
Tinker
just
died
brought right back down. And Tinker goes down. Things go from bad to worse early on here for paiN in the laning phase.
So even though people were like, I know me and you were even like laughing at Bulldog when he said their draft just looks absolutely terrible. I mean, Tiger just goes and hides and you can't even hit him once. Uh-oh. Yep, gotta be careful here. This Elder Titan could just die. Especially with March
and
around.
They're making the call. There's a Bloodlust. Ignite. They may have seen King RD around the corner here, but just
Oh, bro.
He's
He's let the courier die into the tower. Like, it just died to the tower. Like, just kind of forgot. You're between a tier 1 and tier 2. You're diving misery.
You should have to do push-ups after the game for that one. Misery. Stomp to fend him off, but just turn around nuke. Needs one more right click. Bryle wants it. He got
that.
it.
I mean, I guess he doesn't give up experience. Phase, and all of a sudden, if anyone here comes top and Weeha has a nice creep, you're gonna die to him. It's kind of like the Brood now. You run to his lane, you might just die.
We'll have to see what the answer is going to be because they don't have one. Weeha's going to continue sieging away through that top lane. Meanwhile, we see March under the gun here. Weaver chasing on forward, happy to taunt his way through, and does get Ogre. You know, Bryle's a little bit of a beast himself here in the middle. They have trouble attending.
The full diffuser. Do you like this Brood more than the old Brood? Do you like the Invis Brood? Or do you like this one more?
I like this one more.
Oh, by the way, Forev kind of stepped up against Weeha. Probably not the best idea when he has Hot, and if he gets the kill, he'll die too. If you get the birds, it's worth it.
They are chasing also on the Milan in the bottom lane here. Tavo and King RD. Milan toss them back, but as you can see, Tavo will eventually catch up. 6 to 7, not as devastating as it first started for paiN.
This is great for, I mean, they're losing their middle tower, which isn't great, but the rest of it, like, right, Weeha died, who cares? His birds lived, he got the kill on Forev, they get a kill bottom, and that was a metamorphosis by TB, just to get a kill on a Visage, and he's not going to get anything else.
As they're coming online, as they're getting levels and resources, yeah, they know how to play it.
You know who likes trash? The trash men. Maybe that's what they are, and they like it. Because I mean, he's just going to get a free tier 2 tower up here, it looks like. I feel they're just letting paiN play their game when they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Feels like versus Tinker, it's harder to go to the side lane. Same with Visage. If Visage does get like a bird stun on you, even as Brood, you might just die. Yeah. I think he just has to sit middle and like control the radiant side of the jungle. He's going to get slept. Is there anyone here? There's ulti.
This is a lot of damage, but okay, good slowdown with the Zeus stepping in, Milan, March, and company. Reinforcements are here to assist Bryle in need.
Wow, Tavo just lived with 5 HP and then got his ulti off. Now he's chasing someone down.
He is trying to slowly wither away onto Milan. Thinking about pursuing, but...
Smoke. They could honestly, if they go down middle, if they find the Brood plus, say, TB or Tiny, they could honestly just go for your base. This is what paiN does. They could just take one fight and just absolutely decimate you with this Visage.
Yeah, they can certainly do it at a fast pace before the Terrorblade is really a powerhouse. Definitely be a problem. Speaking of Terrorblade, we see Move rotating up and behind. He's back in the jungle, though. He's been in the dark. He's trying to be like that insurance policy, I like to say, for the team. If things do kind of fall down.
He's just creeping with that smoke. Neither team wants him. They have to know something. J.Storm has to know something else. They're like, why is there a Tinker and a Visage middle? Like, they have to be setting up for a fight. This is pretty rare.
Blink Echo is available.
He tossed him. Wait. Whoa. He tossed him in. Nice job. That was a Tiny. The Weaver went on Tiny. He doesn't even blink. He just went on him, and then he tossed him over. Forev does die. Yeah.
Wow. That was not thought out too well. I mean, toss range is so good.
Yeah, this is still fine though for paiN. They're completely okay. They get the tower. The Zeus, like their main spammer's down now. This 5-man.
They're still trucking on forward here.
I like it. Honestly, King RD just hits one big ulti. You're down a Rax. Just that quick.
Wait a bit for the creeps to catch up. Bryle's doing his best to slow them down. That's the spider.
There's the down.
Right on top of the head. The Auric Man.
See ya.
Exterminator, at least in Fades. Sure. Here we go. Rotation over to the Roach Pit now for paiN. All right, things on the up and up for this team. 8 to 8
with the Auric. I thought Auric was vacuum.
You might be right on that.
Pretty sure. Yeah, I always
Orkin.
Yeah, because I know the Auric man. Because we think he's like a drug launderer, like where we live. Because like they've owned this to get free farm top after he left. I think just not answering the rotations paiN made was the biggest mistake.
Moves on the march here in the mid lane.
Yeah, fast.
And that's a tanky little ogre too, and that is Visage.
Dude, I would not want to be playing ogre in this game. Ogre versus ET, Weaver, Visage, and Tinker. This is actually this might be the one game I would not pick.
Here we go, paiN just doing work already. We'll have to see if the Terror Blade factor is going to be enough for this one. Worked out in the last game for the favor of J.Storm. We'll have to see if it's going to work for them again. Because trouble's coming, man. Look, tier 2's down, and they are coming right back into the mix. HFN keeps hopping between the base and back here to resupply. He's just going to dish out the marches and just begin to go to work. Fortification's already forced out. J.Storm onto the high ground, but not too many are pulling back inside the base. It does look like paiN are going to...
Just pressured. I think they wanted to make the TV come back, which he did. He will. He has his Manta now if he gets to the secret shop, or his chickens there waiting. Manta's not the biggest deal. They're going to look. Bottom.
On for Milan. RD moving in. Put up trigger. Toss up and down. Milan's still running, but the refresh blinks and lasers. Oh, fog. Pops out, throws a tree, but they still get the laser.
See, okay, this is another good, as you call it, I believe, power peak, power spike.
That's what a lot of the caster sling right there. Power spike.
I mean, it is though. This BKB, like, he can just run down the Tinker now. Is the thing. He pops BKB with the web on top of Tinker. He can run him down.
Yeah.
But when there's 5 heroes of Radiant running at you, it gets a little harder.
The pressure is on for paiN now through the bottom lane, looking to claim all outer towers and most of the resources on the map. Okay,
bottom.
Yep, there it is. Ryle chomping away.
That's hit. You're only gonna get misery for your 10 set. Like, Insta-Gobble. I love that.
Refresh it.
Yeah. And they did that with Obsidian Destroyer turned into the statue. But they fixed it all, so, you know, little Easter egg, goose egg, I don't know what.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I usually bring that up and no one really knows what I'm talking about. Like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, he turned into a tank. I'm like, no way.
He was this giant hatchet. I love that thing. He was like the ICP tank. Like, I don't know what this guy's doing, but all right. And there's another tier 2, man. They're playing this a lot more cautiously. Like, they're not pushing base again on paiN, but I think it's fine.
Looks like they found the lawn as well. Trying to push out that mid lane. Goes to HFN, putting in the work. He does get that Aether. Well on the way to going on to that next item.
Let's go with 40 movement speed or the 10% spell lifesteal, actually. But the 10% lifesteal isn't that much. I'm curious. I guess maybe just against the Brood, like refreshing and stuff. I think it could be decent. Neither of those skills are the greatest. All March.
Pops out for just a second to get the ignite, but that second was already 1 second too much. Punished.
No, they still have the Aegis, right?
Gonna get that Gemini range going. Of course, Tinker away from the Brood if he is caught in trouble. Why not?
Look at this tower. Slowly dying. And they have the Ice Ogre with the Ice Army. He should be putting it on his own creep. There goes the tier 3. They're doing it, man. I can't believe they got through the laning phase. TB is pushing top, getting some gold.
But he's just not ready yet.
He is not ready. BKB, he gets it, okay.
He got it now, but that's no buyback. So if they take a fight and it goes horribly wrong, it could be bad. They're still hanging around. They're looking to go for the racks. There is the Thunder Gods here to kind of establish the battleground here for J.Storm. Just assess it.
God, that feels... Oh, whoa.
Look at King RD. Look at him.
He's waiting.
Hiding in this. He's going to blink right on top of him here in a second. Oh, he's waiting. Oh,
he got
boom! Jumps in. Immediate dunk right on top of the head and finishes off the Broodmother. Good waiting there. It will cost him his life as he hides within the trees, it looks like. Or not. It's March who ends up dying to the rocket on the outside. HFN, though, lots of range damage coming in from Moo. It's Moo trying to put in the work now, cleaning things up for his team and trying to fend them off, but he is now one man alone. He cannot do it alone. He goes down, and that is a 5-man wipe for paiN Gaming.
That was just a very weird spread out team fight, right? Like, you're like, this guy's about to get a gigantic, and he just solo ults the Brood, and it was the right play. It's just, I think this is what paiN likes to do. They want to push your base at 20 minutes. They want to make you feel uncomfortable with these, like, weird Visage picks, and it's working for them. And man, the panel has to be feeling like complete idiots right now.
Can't wait to see the look on their faces.
But it's taken so quick. You have the medallion on Roshan and the solar crest helping your team tank it. Bugs as well. Well, that was easy.
Yep. Roshan. It happened. Now J.Storm have to fight against the extra life side of paiN Gaming here.
Do it. Like, he gets 3 or 4 up before they get some sort of toss. Look at that. I love the aggressive lift.
Yeah, aggressive lift to ensure that their creeps are going to hold strong moving inside, avoiding all the lightning bursts that's coming out now. able to get the time to drop these marches, and the siege is on. This tier 3 really doesn't stand too much of a chance. Morale's outside. BKB already popped though. Not really much of a defense to be able to offer here. Just
there's the top.
okay, there it is.
But it's on the worst guy you could probably find.
Lots of defensive capabilities here. They're going to be able to burst him down, at least just to get the Aegis. Doesn't look like it.
Solar Crest misses.
Able to make it out and away. And
whoa!
We definitely saw that.
That?
Lots of mobility, but it's not going to help in that case, unfortunately. Doesn't seem like it might matter too much. paiN are still in a good position here. They siege away onto the rack. The buyback is going to be forced out.
You know you're having a good game when Earthshaker just completely whips an ulti and you're still taking a melee rack.
Yeah. Imagine how much better it would be.
Look at this micro too by Weeha. Every time Bird gets fairly low, nope, doesn't. He should be able to get the racks. Doesn't look like he wants. He don't want to suicide the Birds for it though.
See ya. Out to avoid a lot of the damage, and they just gobble up along buyback. All right, some good burst here to get the Weaver, but there it is. Time lapse is going to come off right there. They hold strong. Trial trying to swing it out, but has no answer for them. He goes down, no buyback. GG's called. We're going to go to a game 3 for our first series.
I think if you're going to ban the Nature's Prophet versus paiN, you got to ban them. Like, they got Visage 4th? Or was he their last pick?
The Visage? Yeah, it was an early pick.
I know.
Say it was...
I don't know. That hero, like, paiN just knows how to